Welcome to The Hague, the beating heart of international justice and diplomacy. Known as the home of peace and security, this Dutch city has been the stage for some of the world's most significant legal proceedings. From its humble beginnings to its role as the seat of international law, The Hague has been pivotal in shaping global justice. Throughout history, it has provided a platform for addressing international disputes, holding war criminals accountable, and ensuring that justice prevails beyond borders. Today it remains a beacon of hope for those seeking accountability for crimes against humanity. However, despite its mission of impartiality, The Hague's International Criminal Court, or ICC, has long been criticized for disproportionately targeting leaders from third world and developing countries. The ICC has struggled to hold powerful world leaders, such as Russian President Vladimir Putin, accountable for their crimes. This criticism highlights the challenges and complexities of international justice. The Hague's journey from a modest city to a global symbol of justice is a testament to its enduring commitment to peace and accountability. It continues to play a crucial role in the international legal landscape. The city's institutions, like the International Court of Justice and the International Criminal Court, work tirelessly to uphold the principles of justice and human rights. They strive to ensure that no crime goes unpunished, regardless of the perpetrator's power or position. As we look to the future, The Hague will undoubtedly continue to be at the forefront of international justice, navigating the delicate balance between impartiality and accountability. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for more amazing content. The Hague, or Den Haag in Dutch, has a history that dates back to the 13th century. Unlike other major cities in the Netherlands, The Hague never received city rights, yet it grew into the country's political capital. It all started when Count Floris IV of Holland built a hunting lodge in the area in 1230. His son, William II, expanded it into a more permanent residence, and in 1248, construction began on what would become the Binnenhof, now the seat of the Dutch government. Over time, The Hague became the center of administration and diplomacy in the Netherlands. As the centuries passed, The Hague evolved into more than just a political hub. It became a place where global peace efforts took root. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, The Hague transformed into a hub for international diplomacy. The first Hague Peace Conference in 1899, initiated by Tsar Nicholas II of Russia, was a landmark moment that led to the establishment of the Permanent Court of Arbitration, one of the first institutions dedicated to resolving international disputes. Then came the Peace Palace, which opened in 1913. Funded by American philanthropist Andrew Carnegie, it became the home of the Permanent Court of Arbitration and later, the International Court of Justice, or ICJ, the principal judicial organ of the United Nations. The Hague also houses the ICC, established in 2002 to prosecute individuals for war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity. But The Hague's role in global justice extends beyond these institutions. It serves as a center for diplomatic cooperation and conflict resolution, regularly hosting international summits and peace conferences that bring together world leaders, legal experts, and human rights advocates to discuss pressing global issues. Before The Hague became the center of international criminal justice, the world witnessed the Nuremberg and Tokyo trials after World War II. These tribunals set the precedent for prosecuting war crimes and crimes against humanity. The principles established in these trials laid the groundwork for the creation of the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, or ICTY, and the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda, or ICTR, in the 1990s. One of The Hague's most significant contributions to justice was the ICTY, which prosecuted those responsible for war crimes committed during the Yugoslav wars of the 1990s. The most high-profile trial was that of Slobodan Milosevic, the former president of Serbia, who was charged with genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. Though he died before a verdict was reached, his trial was a historic moment in international justice. Other key convictions included Radovan Karadzic and Ratko Mladic, both found guilty for their roles in the Srebrenica massacre, where over 8,000 Bosniak men and boys were killed in 1995. The ICTY marked the first time since World War II that a head of state was prosecuted for war crimes, proving that even the most powerful leaders could be held accountable. The ICC, headquartered in The Hague, was created to try individuals for genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. Some of its most notable cases include Thomas Lubanga from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the first person ever convicted by the ICC for using child soldiers. Jean-Pierre Bemba, a former vice president of the Central African Republic, was initially convicted for war crimes but later acquitted on appeal. Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of Kenya, was charged with crimes against humanity, though the case collapsed due to insufficient evidence. Despite its achievements, The Hague faces significant challenges. One of the primary concerns is the difficulty in enforcing international law, as the ICC lacks its own enforcement mechanism. Countries that do not recognize the court's jurisdiction, or refuse to cooperate, can shield accused individuals from prosecution. The arrest of Rodrigo Duterte was a rare instance of successful international cooperation, but many other figures indicted by the ICC remain at large. In a landmark event, former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested on March 11, 2025, upon his arrival at Manila's Ninoy Aquino International Airport from Hong Kong. This arrest was executed based on a warrant issued by the ICC, accusing Duterte of crimes against humanity related to his controversial war on drugs during his presidency from 2016 to 2022. Duterte's anti-drug campaign led to thousands of deaths, with estimates ranging from 6,000 to 30,000 individuals, many of whom were alleged to be involved in drug activities. Human rights organizations have long condemned these extrajudicial killings, prompting the ICC to initiate an investigation in 2021. Despite the Philippines' withdrawal from the ICC in 2019, the court maintained jurisdiction over crimes committed while the country was still a member. Following his arrest, Duterte was extradited to The Hague to face charges. This development has been lauded by human rights advocates as a significant step toward accountability and justice for the victims of the drug war. However, it has also deepened political divisions within the Philippines, particularly between Duterte's supporters and the current administration. Despite the ICC's actions against leaders like Duterte, it has faced criticism for its apparent inability to arrest world leaders from powerful nations. A prime example is Russian President Vladimir Putin, who was issued an arrest warrant by the ICC in March 2023 for war crimes related to the invasion of Ukraine. However, unlike leaders from smaller nations, Putin remains untouchable due to Russia's military strength, geopolitical influence, and the refusal of allied nations to enforce the ICC's arrest warrant. Many critics argue that the ICC selectively prosecutes leaders from developing countries, while failing to hold Western and powerful world leaders accountable for their own war crimes and human rights violations. This double standard has fueled skepticism about the court's legitimacy and its ability to truly deliver unbiased justice. Looking to the future, The Hague is also expanding its focus to address emerging threats in international law. Cyber warfare, environmental crimes, and transnational terrorism pose new legal challenges that existing frameworks struggle to address. The Hague is investing in education and research to further its mission, ensuring that international justice remains relevant in a rapidly evolving world. Ultimately, The Hague's legacy will be determined by its ability to adapt to new challenges and maintain its role as a beacon of justice. While obstacles remain, the city stands as a testament to the idea that accountability and the rule of law must transcend borders. It continues to symbolize humanity's effort to uphold justice no matter how difficult the road ahead may be. The institutions in The Hague, from the ICJ to the ICC, remain crucial in ensuring that the world never forgets the lessons of the past and continues striving for a more just and peaceful future. From its medieval origins to its modern role as the city of peace and justice, The Hague has been instrumental in shaping the world's legal landscape. While justice is never perfect, The Hague represents humanity's ongoing struggle to hold the powerful accountable and prevent atrocities. As conflicts continue to arise, the city stands as a reminder that no leader, no matter how powerful, is above the law. However, the glaring inconsistencies in the ICC's enforcement highlight the challenges in achieving true international justice. Without equal application of the law to all nations, The Hague's credibility risks being questioned. Nevertheless, it remains at the forefront of international justice, constantly evolving to tackle the world's most pressing legal and ethical dilemmas. Whether prosecuting war criminals, setting legal precedents, or providing a space for diplomacy, it continues to serve as the heart of global justice. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know in the comments what you think about The Hague's role in international justice. Until next time,